What is going on, beautiful people? Today, we're going to be talking about why sometimes you might actually feel sorry or feel bad for your narcissistic partner or parent or whoever. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a self-aware narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Boom. Welcome back, folks. Yes. Why sometimes you might just feel sorry for the narcissist. Like, y'all, it's understand, like, if you are an empath or have any level of compassion in your heart at all, this video is going to make sense for you. If you're a narcissist, hey, you might, it might make a little bit of sense, a little bit. You know what I mean? But for most people that are dealing with toxic narcissistic people, this video is going to make sense because, like, you are an empathetic person. You have compassion. You have empathy. You actually might care. you might have a lot of care in your heart for this person that you've been dealing with or people that you're dealing with, right? And like I said, it's because you might know their story. One of the main reasons you might feel sorry for the narcissist is because you might know their story. You might know what has contributed to making them who they are, to making us who we are. I had the personality disorder as well, and I fall into this category. So it's just like, it's making them into who they are. Because, like, you know their story. You might have grown up with them. You might have came from the same city. You might have had friends or family that knew who they are, right? You might have went to high school together or something along those lines. Like, you might know their story just from there. You might know their upbringing, their childhood. They might actually share this with you. And if they share it with you, it will make even more sense why you feel a certain type of way, right? If they share what happened to them in their childhood, it might make even more sense as to why they are the way they are, right? Like, you understand it. Like, say, you yourself might, what's the word I'm looking for? You yourself might vibe with them. I'm gonna find a better word in a few minutes. You yourself might vibe with them because you had a similar childhood. But you didn't turn out to be a narcissist. You turned out to be an empathetic person. You turned out to have a lot of compassion and whatnot. You might have had a similar experience. So you understand what they're coming from, and you might feel sorry for them. Oh man, well, I dated Lee for so long, and Lee was just so emotionally horrible to me, so emotionally abusive towards me. Like, but guess what? He had a bad childhood, so it explains. He had a bad childhood, so I just feel bad for him. I don't want to abandon him like his mom did, or I don't want to abandon him like his dad did. I don't want to, be abusive to him like his parents or his uncle or his grandma or his caretakers, whoever it was in his childhood that did that to him. I don't want to be like them. I don't want to contribute to that. And so many people fall into this category right here, where you don't want to contribute to the narcissist, right? You don't want to contribute to their upbringing. You don't want to contribute to who they are right now. So it makes sense, doesn't it? Does it make sense to you to feel bad for them in this circumstance right here? It makes absolute sense, doesn't it? I know you're like, well, damn, Lee, that does make sense. It kind of explained why I be feeling bad for a person who's been abusive towards me, maybe even physically abusive towards them. Well, Lee, she got physically abused when they were growing up, so all she know how to do is physically abuse. So in your mind, that makes sense to you. In your mind, you're just like, okay, I feel bad for them. Your empathy. But you know what happens to narcissists when you feel bad for them? Typically, not all the time, but typically, they use it against you. Narcissistic people are masters at using your empathy and your compassion and your kindness and your niceness and your forgiveness against you. Your niceness, your empathy will turn into a missile. It's like when you're giving empathy to the wrong person, it's like giving somebody who's trying to hurt you a weapon. Like, the narcissist has an unloaded gun or whatever, and now you're giving them bullets to hit you with. You see what I'm saying? They had blanks, but now they have real bullets because now they have your compassion. Now they have your empathy on their side, and they will use it against you. That's why sometimes when you know their upbringing, when you know their childhood, and they've been abusive to you, they said the most horrible things to you, they've done you wrong in every single way possible. That's why at the end, you might actually feel bad for them. And they'll send you a video or message of them, picture of them crying and whatever. It's just like, what the hell? What the hell? Yeah, they send you a picture and a video of them crying or something like that, and yeah, does it work on you? Yeah, because you understand, like, well, I had never seen them cry before. I didn't know they had the ability to cry because they're crying, so it must be real, right? They're crying, so they must be telling me the truth, right? They're getting emotional with me, so they must be expressing themselves. They must have there must be some vulnerability there. No. If they are being vulnerable right there, it's because they're being vulnerable right there. It's because they want to weaponize. They know you're going to feel something for them. They know you're going to feel it. They know you're going to, like, it's going to surprise you. It's going to shock you. Oh, they must be opening up to me because they're sending me these videos. They must be opening up to me because so they're leaving these voicemails of them crying and begging. Please, baby, please, can you call me back? Please, baby, please, baby, please. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff that happens to so many people. Like, they be begging and pleading with you to come back into your life. They be hurting you, harming you, and trying their hardest, trying their damnedest to come back into your life in some way, shape, or form. They do it over and over and over again. They just do the same things over and over and over again. This is the mindset. This is the mentality of narcissistic people right here, y'all. And this is not me trying to just harp on nobody, rag on nobody, but this is how their minds works. It really does. When you feel bad for me, I use it against you. Not me personally, not Lee Hammock, but when you feel bad for the narcissist in your life, they use it against you. I thought you understood what I've been through in childhood. That's why I be cheating on you. Because you know my past. And it doesn't always have to be childhood either, y'all. It can actually be an adulthood. It can actually be some adulthood trauma that they might have gotten cheated on, or they might have, like, their wife or husband might have left them in their previous relationship, right? But as like I said, very rarely do they tell the truth about these situations. They can manufacture trauma as well. Not all the time is it going to be the truth that they drop on you. Sometimes they're going to manufacture trauma to drop on you. They're going to manufacture trauma to drop on your head. They will. They will absolutely manufacture trauma to drop onto you. This is the mindset. This is the mentality of narcissistic people. They will weaponize it against you. They absolutely will. This is the type of stuff that they do. This is the type of stuff that they say. This is the type of pain that they will put you through. And like I said, you'll be hurting. You'll be hurting. You'll be crying from the abuse you suffered, and they'll be crying because they hurt you, right? They'll be crying because they can't believe they let their past relationship come into this relationship. I can't believe I let my ex is a horrible human being. I can't believe I let them influence how I treat you. I can't believe I let them do this. I can't believe that they somehow made their way into my relationship now. You can believe it because it happens over and over again. Well, how do we know it's not real? Because it's temporary. It's temporary. They just want to get back into your life. If they've done you wrong, you've left them, and now they're showing some emotional vulnerability, they just want to be back into your life in some way, shape, or form. Well, Lee, how do we know? What if I give them another chance? How much time you got? How much time you got? How much time are you willing to give this person? And don't tell them, hey, I need you to be on your best behavior for 2 months and we can get together. Yeah, if I'm them, I'm going to be on my best behavior for 2 months. Why wouldn't I? If all I got to do is act right for 2 months to get back into your life, hell yeah, I'm going to do that. Why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't I do that? You see what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I do that? If that's all it takes, if that's what's going to work, then yes, I'm going to do that. That's the mentality of narcissistic people. They will do something. If you give them a checklist, they're going to check stuff off. They want you to feel bad for them. Well, Lee, they've cheated on me 14 times, but they've been jobless for the last 7. They've been jobless for the last 3 years. They don't have anywhere else to go, but they just won't stop cheating. Kick their asses out. I don't want them to be homeless. I just feel bad because, I get it. But again, if you don't kick them out, they're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. I'm just telling you. Of course, use discretion, make a plan or whatever. But of course, they're going to take advantage of your empathy. They're going to weaponize that against you because it works. Believe, how can I get this to stop? You have to give empathy in moderation. You can't just be giving out to everybody like Oprah. You get empathy. You get some empathy. Everybody get some empathy because you're going to give it to the wrong person and they're going to use it against you. They're going to weaponize it against you and make you feel like a horrible human being. Well, damn, who can we give it to then? You give it to the people you feel the safest with, which narcissists typically make you feel safe in the beginning, but take your time, y'all. Take your time. Is time going to out every single narcissist? No. You know, giving them enough time, they don't always out themselves early on, y'all. But giving people time, taking your own time, will allow you the ability to give them the option to out themselves. You know what I mean? It gives them the option to out themselves and whatnot, because that's how it goes. Like, when you feel bad for them, just think, how many times are they going to do the same thing over and over again? You mean, when you feel bad for them, like, because you know their past, you know their history, you might, like, or you don't know, they might have lied to you about it, right? They might have absolutely lied to you about their past or their history, right? They might have absolutely done that. So how many times are they going to be able to use their childhood as an excuse? How many times are they going to be use their upbringing or their past relationship trauma as an excuse? How many times are you going to let them come back in when they haven't done any work? They haven't done any changes. They haven't put any effort in. No effort. Got a little muscle content. We need a little muscle. But that's serious, y'all. How many times? These are questions you have to ask yourself. Seriously. Anyways, y'all, hopefully if you made it this far, November 2nd and November 3rd, we'll be in Dallas and Houston, Texas. November 2nd, we'll be in Dallas. November 3rd, we'll be in Houston, Texas for our next in-person workshops. You can find more information at mentalhealness.net/events. Get registered up. If you made it to the end of the video, enter code MENTAL, MENTAL 10 for a discount. Like I said, it's not very pricey in the first place for a good workshop. Anyways, Houston and Dallas, we will see you in November. Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you in the next video. Peace.